Are you guys ready to fry our buns and our legs today? Because that's what we have going for this no repeat leg day workout. I will say it is low impact, so don't go running away if you feel like we're going to be doing a bunch of crazy things. It is all going to be manageable, but the whole entire time we're focused on that lower region. All you're going to need is just one pair of dumbbells. I would say in the medium to heavy range for your fitness level. You can always look down in the description. I explain very thoroughly how to choose the best weights for you. I'm going to be using 18 pounds if that helps for reference at all. Again, no repeats at all. We're going to be going through one single group of exercises. It'll be 45 seconds active, 15 seconds rest. And guess what? It's only the first 12 exercises that we actually use weights. So we're going to start with some weighted exercises, then we're going to head into still lower body exercises, but we're going to kick up the cardio just a little bit more, and then we're going to round it out with some exercises specifically to really burn out those glutes. Okay, make sure you're getting that lower body nice and warm before we go ahead and get to it. To get the most out of this workout, make sure you've paused, you've gotten that lower body warm. You can always look down in the description. I do have warm-ups linked. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and press play on our timer. And our very first exercise, we're going to be doing a wide squat. So you're going to do a wide squat down, and then you're going to bend over. You're still hinging at the hips, and you're going to do a deadlift all the way to the top. So squat down, pop those hips back, and then you come up to a stand just like you would in a deadlift. Keeping that chest up, squeezing the glutes. How many times am I going to say that today? Once we see an exercise, it is totally done. So give it what you've got. You're definitely going to stay entertained. Okay, let's do some reverse lunges. So you're going to stand one side the whole time. You're going to do a reverse lunge back, and then you're going to raise that knee. So we're staying on this exact same side the whole time. Stepping far enough back, but the majority of your weight is in that front heel as you drive that knee up. We all love a good leg day when it's done. It's not as fun when we are actually doing it, but it does feel so satisfying. So really get your mindset locked in for the next 30 minutes. Okay, and onto the other leg. Weights just stay right at your side. So we start out with some weighted exercises because I want to use those muscles and work them hard while they're fresh. Then we're going to completely drop the weights and we're going to burn it out with a little more body weight cardio exercises for the lower body. And then we're going to round out with our glutes to pinch out any last bit that we've got. But all you have to do is just focus on the exercise at hand, one at a time. Okay, drop down to just one weight. So drop one of those off. Weight comes to your chest. We're going to do some side lunge pulses. So you're going to sink into one side, do a little pulse, and then heading to the other side. That weight stays planted at your chest is up. You're either staring at me on your screen or something on the wall in front of you. Let's be honest, this whole routine is going to turn into cardio like most of them do. You definitely find that sweet spot when we're held accountable by an interval timer. We have weights, we're moving the whole body. Try to even it out on the other side if you didn't. Okay, grab those 2 weights again. We're into a narrow squat, so your feet are literally just right beneath you, not too wide. You're gonna squat down and just point a toe back. So nothing crazy. We're just engaging those glutes the whole entire time. Only going down as low as what feels good. So your weight is in your heels and your chest stays up. It's really tempting to go lower and round your shoulders over, but I want you to refrain from doing that. Okay, let's give the majority of our legs a little break here. Continue holding on to those weights. I want you to point your toes very slightly out to the side. And you just have some nice calf raises here. So you're raising to the top for a split second. In the second you feel your heels just starting to meet the floor, come right back up. So you're spending this whole interval pretty much up in a calf raise. I want you to try to not set those heels completely down at all. Feel that burn in those calves. We often neglect this very important part of our leg. This next one, we're gonna alternate legs. So you're gonna kind of start in a little crouch position here. You're gonna step back into a runner's lunge, so my back leg stays straight. You're gonna come up to a stand, back down, and then switch sides. So this whole time you are staying low. You're driving through that front heel, and I wanna make sure you are stepping far enough back. Sinking as deep as you can. You might even feel a little stretch in that hip flexor, that's a bonus. Okay, we have a single leg deadlift next. So you're gonna have the majority of your weight in just one foot. The other leg is going to be straight out in front of you. It's not doing too much. So you're just coming down, right below the knee and back up. So you're sinking into the heel of the leg that's bent, keeping your chest up. That other foot is just there for balance. I know this one burns. We are very quickly getting through these weighted exercises. Hang in there. Okay, let's do that on the other side. So opposite leg is kicked out in front. And I want you to refrain from coming all the way to a stand. Try and stay over. We're really gonna keep that glute engaged the whole time. Okay, right on down to a hip bridge. So it's up to you if you want to keep both weights with you or if you want to drop it down to one weight. While you're driving through your heels, weights are on your hips, and it's right up to the top and back down. A very signature move here. Not arching your back, you're trying to get those hips up, so I don't want a crazy arching or arching rather going on in your back. Driving through the heels, straight line from hips to shoulders. Okay, stand it on up again. Weights stay in your hands. We have 2 more weighted exercises. We have alternating curtsy lunges. So you're stepping back and diagonally behind you and back to a stand. Sinking into that front heel. You're feeling this in that glute, in the quads, hamstring. And it's also controlled. You're barely touching that knee to the floor. Right back up. Last weighted exercise. Let's do it. Another narrow squat. So your feet are not very wide. You're gonna squat down and then you're gonna raise a knee, squat down, keep that leg bent for a reverse leg lift, and then we'll switch sides. We are alternating on this one. So come up, raise a knee, right back down, raise that same leg back, and then now we do it on the other side. Alrighty, weights to the side. Just body weight from here on out. Let's do some regular sumo squats. So your feet are nice and wide. Squatting down and up. Now, because we don't have weights anymore, I want you to see if you can pick up the pace on some of these exercises. Driving through your heels, squeezing your inner thighs here. And you're keeping that bottom rolled down. So you're not down at the bottom arching like this. Pelvis is rolled under. Okay, some reverse lunges. So you're gonna come down to a reverse lunge, and then you're gonna kick. So last time we raised it, we're gonna add a little more force here. Feel free to get your arms in there as you're kicking. Feel that in your abs as you're getting that slight lean back. Okay, on to the other side. Leg day is in full effect here, you guys. Just move at whatever pace you can. That's what matters.
Everything is alright.
Connect with your breath. All right, much like we did before, some side lunge pulses, except we don't have any weight. Shake those legs out in between. So little pulse on each side, and I invite you to stay low here. We're gonna be escalating these just a bit further because we don't have that weight. So if you can refrain from standing in between, more power to you. Stand it on up. Okay, narrow squats are next. So we're gonna stay low this time. So I want you to kind of stay in this position. Squat, don't come all the way up, and point that toe back and back down. So sinking low, popping up just a little bit to get that foot out from under you. And it straightens back behind you, feeling that from your toe all the way to your glutes. Pick up the pace if you're able. All right, some baby straight jumps. I understand this is not entirely low impact, so this is how I'm going to be doing it, just some little tiny jumps for our calves. But if you just want to kind of explode to your toes, or you can just do regular calf raises, meet yourself where you can here. Big focus, driving through the calves. This doesn't need to be a huge jump. You're barely lifting the toes off the floor. We're going to slow it down a bit after this one, so you will be able to catch your breath. Keep a nice bend in those knees for some cushion.
Don't call me a money pocket, engine get to rocket. It sound like a thunder rocket, yeah. I still love my baby even when it's toxic. Crazy like she Britney, but no, she don't shade the knock. Russell Wilson way I get low and stay in the pocket.
Okay, down onto your back. Remember, take some deep breaths here. We have a single leg hip bridge. So you're gonna prop one leg up, the other one is on the floor, and we're just going to be raising here. So the closer you have that glute to your leg, the easier it's gonna be to get some leverage. Just nice down and up. The second you feel that pelvis hit the floor, you come right back up. Leg day means we've really got to isolate those muscles, get the most out of our lower body.
it's raining. Not talking phone numbers when I'm talking 7 digits. Earn it by the day, every second minute. Used to pay me none, look, now they pay attention. Everybody say they drip, but I banded it. See them copy all the looks.
Okay, enjoy this 15 seconds to take a deep breath or lay here. We're gonna do the other leg this time.
They made me wait, I'm breaking chains. Tell me feeling bubbly up the rose. Took a minute, but I got it at the slow way.
Honestly, I don't care if you're literally lifting a centimeter off of the floor. You are making an effort. I know your buns are burning, so be proud of yourself here. Alrighty, this time we're gonna hold a static glute bridge. So yes, both feet luckily are on the floor for this one. But once you come to the top, I want you to do a few steps out and then a few steps in. So you're gonna feel the back of your legs, your hamstrings are going to fire up. Stay up on those shoulders. Keep the hips lifted. You're walking out basically as far as it feels comfortable. See how far you can test yourself here. Just walking out with those heels and back in. Okay, stand it back up. Up next, we have a reverse lunge and a curtsy lunge. So you're gonna stay low. Reverse lunge, curtsy lunge, reverse lunge, stand. Same foot the whole entire time. We're staying low. So make sure you keep a slight lean over this leg. Keep on moving. Those muscles hurt, but I promise you they have a lot more to give. All right, we've got to even it out on that other leg. So again, you're sinking back far enough. I don't want this knee, coming right over your foot. You want to stay lifted, plenty of space. So right back, right to the side, and back through. Guys, just about 10 more seconds. After this, we have one more, I'll say standing exercise, and we're on the mat for the rest of the time. And I want you to pull out what you've got here. We're gonna try to do bottom of a range squat pulses. So if you were to be sinking totally down like this, we're just gonna go right up and down, okay? So driving through the heels once again, just up and down. I know this burns. If it's feeling insane, I just want you to do some squats, okay? But otherwise, see if you can stay low here. I know the quads are firing up. One rep at a time. I gotta finish it out standing up. Keep on going. All right, down onto the mat. We have just a few exercises left. I want you to come on, hands and knees, down onto your elbows. You're gonna straighten one leg back, and you're going to be bringing it into that shoulder and back out. So you're not leaning forward at all. You're not leaning into your hands. It is all your leg here. Probably even your oblique just a little bit to stabilize. Okay, we get to do that now on the other side. Enjoy as this routine slowly cools down here. We're not done working, but we are done with the intense burnouts. Okay, on to that other side. Bringing that knee right to the shoulder and back out. You're fully straightening that leg. Okay, come on down to your tummy. I want you to bring your feet into a diamond so your knees are wide but your feet are together. You're gonna do a froggy, so basically you're gonna lift up the knees and the quads, and then I want you to straighten your legs and back in. So quads come off the floor. They stay lifted as you just straighten and bring those legs back together. Very controlled motion. I don't want any jerking going on. This is all a deliberate lift and extend. Dig deep, see what those glutes have to give here. Okay, up on all fours again. So you all know a doggy position. You're gonna keep it static, open to the side here. And I actually want you to open up the hip. So it's a very small motion, but you're just opening up the hip here and back down. So I usually tell you keep your hips square, but this time I want you to open it up. Getting some bonus core work in here. This is when glute exercises really become beneficial. After we have fired up our whole body, we've burned it out. Suddenly these glute exercises become much more meaningful. Okay, you've got to do that on the other side. I know that sweat is starting to drip down. You're doing an awesome job. We've got 2 intervals left, okay? So other side on these doggies. Remember, opening it up first, and then it's just the hips. Let your core help you balance here. Enjoy as your breath starts to come back to a regular flow. All right, one more glute bridge to round things out. So we're just gonna hold at the top, nothing crazy. Driving through those heels. And you're just going to hold right here at the top. So check in with yourself, make sure you're not arching and not looking like this. Your chest should be flat. It is just your pelvis that is up towards the top. Squeeze it, squeeze it. And bring it on down. I hope you guys enjoyed this workout as much as I did. It was a true leg day where we are burning things out. You might stand up now and feel a little bit sore already, but that is such a good sign. The more you continue coming back to this video, I guarantee it's going to get easier and easier. But at the same time, you can continue challenging yourself. Like the different chunks of the workout showed us, you could go heavier weights. You could move a little bit quicker through those cardio moves. There are always variables that we can manipulate to keep these workouts challenging. If you like this no repeats leg day workout, please hit that thumbs up. That lets me know you like this, you want to continue seeing more like this as well. Make sure you're subscribed if you aren't already, and pass this along to a friend who you feel could be inspired and feel good by this workout that we can do right in our own homes. Make it a great rest of your day. I'll see you soon.